Hello and welcome back to the Treble Light Adventure Duo podcast. My name's Enzo Nitty. I have the lovely Melanie here, and today
we're nerding out.
We're nerding out on some really cool stuff. We're nerding out on gear.
Yeah, hiking gear.
Hiking gear. Because I'm hesitant to call it hiking gear.
Yeah, you're right. It's more like these are 10 items that may not already be on your packing list. They're not as obvious as like a backpack or a hiking shirt.
Yeah.
But they should be on your packing list. So
this is like 10 items.
We'll call them items.
10 items that you should bring with you. You wouldn't, but you may have never even thought to bring some of these things with you.
Yes.
Because some of these things, up to very recently, our trips we didn't bring, and some of them we've always brought them because we think they're essential.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super fun. We just came back from Colombia, and I'm looking at all the things on the table, and we brought all of them. We used 9 of them just because we were kind of staying in some nice places. We didn't need one of the things, but everything else.
It was all critical.
Everything else was critical.
Yeah.
It really was. Especially that one right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody wanted that.
Everybody wanted that. Ooh, aren't you tempted to know what we're talking about?
Should we get started?
Yeah, okay. How about let's do this? Since you're going to be doing most of the talking with it, I want to be able to choose the order of them.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
The first one is, I want to talk about this one because it's so cute.
Okay.
What is
this? This is Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm, yes. It is a pain-relieving ointment that I usually purchase on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It's about $5 or $6 maximum for a jar of this size.
Okay. How long will that last you?
This will last a while. You really don't need a lot of it. You only need a small amount. And what we use this for is for sore muscles.
Sore muscles.
So at the end of a long hiking day, let's say that your feet are hurting or like your low back is hurting, maybe there's like a kink in your shoulder. You want to rub some of this Tiger Balm on it. It has menthol, so it feels kind of like an icy hot. And you just rub it. Oh my gosh. And if you have a friend who can give you a foot massage with Tiger Balm before bed, that is a luxury.
It's nice. I used it on my shoulders one of the days because the pack was kind of weighing heavy on me, but it does help. I'm not the biggest fan of the smell. I don't like
you don't like the menthol smell.
I like it. It's just very strong, but like the effect of it outweighs the dislike of the smell.
And I would say that this is not something that I do, but this is a heavy little glass jar. Mm-hmm. So if you're on the every ounce counts train, you could totally scoop this out into like a little plastic container.
Yeah.
And that would make it weigh a lot less. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to do that when I go do the Camino because this is a very heavy little glass jar.
It is. And if you use it, wash your hands.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes
immediately after wash your hands because not only is your hands going to stink, if you touch your eyes, you will be blind. You're going to be Tiger blind.
You're not going to go blind, but it's going to bother you.
Okay.
It's going to feel like there's a mint in your eyeball.
Yeah, a whole mint.
Yeah. So that's Tiger Balm. That's item number 1.
Yeah. Are we going to put links and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put links and stuff so you can find your own things. So we're going on a trip. You can bring.
We'll put links in the notes. Okay. Probably most of the stuff will link to Amazon.
The Tiger Balm is number 1. I want to talk about, since we're talking about muscles, this little bad boy. What is this?
That is a ball that I got. I got this actually at REI when I was there recently. And it's to massage your sore muscles.
It's a cork ball.
It's a cork ball. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much weightless. So if you're going to bring a ball, some people will bring like a lacrosse ball, but those are super heavy.
Yeah.
So this
less than a pound.
This may have been, this is probably the second hottest item that I packed on our trek that we did, the Lost City trek in Colombia. Like every night at dinner, people would be like, "Can I have the ball?"
Yeah.
So
because after like 10 hours of hiking.
Yeah, you put it on the ground just like Enzo just did, and you massage your feet with it.
Yeah, and you put a little pressure on it. You don't like put a lot of pressure on it, and it
feels so good.
So good, dude. Especially after a long day of hiking, your dogs are barking. When dogs are barking, they want to bark. That is a good slogan. I'm gonna call whoever that is.
The company here, it says tptherapy.com if anyone's wondering about this specific one. Yeah. But you can also just go to Amazon and get like a regular cork ball.
TP Therapy. If your dogs are barking, get yourself a TP Therapy cork ball. Trademark. I'm gonna keep that. Take it to the bank. Okay.
Set those here.
Cool. All right. The next little item.
Number 3.
I want to talk about. Let's talk about this bad boy.
Okay.
What is this?
This is a luggage scale.
A luggage scale.
And why on earth would you need a luggage scale? This is again on the every ounce counts train.
That one is very valuable, especially in multi-day hikes. Because
yes, this is like $12 on Amazon, so
really?
It's totally worth getting a luggage scale. I've had this for years. It's great. I bring it on trips when I'm hosting groups because I like to weigh everyone's pack. If somebody has like a 30-pound backpack, I know, and then I can stop them before it's too late and before they are having issues on the trail. So, this is Eat Tech City. We'll link it in the notes. But having this, there's a little hook on the end. And what you do is I wish I had a backpack with me, but I don't. What you do is you just put this on your backpacking pack and turn on the scale and weigh it. And then, it's super critical when you're doing multi-day trekking because if your backpack weighs more than 10 to 15% of your body weight, then you're going to want to take some items out. You're going to want to figure out what extra you're packing and take that out.
We had that situation happen in Colombia. A lot of people thought they needed to bring things that they did not need. And when they weighed their pack in comparison to what other people were bringing, it's like, okay, you're wearing a 30-pound pack and somebody else has an 18. What do we need to get rid of? Mm-hmm. We take stuff out. Like, what do you need? And then we weigh it again. It's like, all right, what else do you need? What do you not need? And
yes. If we could really do a whole podcast episode just on how to trim weight from your pack, things that you're bringing that you probably don't need.
Yeah.
And, I would say the biggest tip here is that whatever this weighs should be 10 to 15% of your body weight.
Really?
Keep it closer to 10%.
Yeah.
So let's say you weigh 180 pounds, which you might be 190 pounds or so. I'm sorry to share that publicly. But you would want your pack to weigh like 19 to, I don't know what 15% would be, but 25 pounds or something like that. But in Colombia, your pack was about 19 pounds, which is perfect.
Without water. With water,
is that without water?
I was looking at like 22.
22. Yeah, which is still within your 10 to 15% of your body weight.
And as the day goes on, you drink water and it gets lighter.
Yeah. So that's the luggage scale, number 3.
I think that's crucial. I love that.
Sometimes, depending on the trip, like I would encourage you to leave this at home. Weigh your bag beforehand, and then leave the luggage scale at home.
Mm.
You don't need it after your bag is weighed.
Yeah. Get an idea of what you're doing. Unless you have to do like day packs, which is a good segue to the next item that we wanted to use. You want to grab that for us?
Yes. This is item number 4. This is the brand is 4 Monster, and this is a little foldable backpack that I bought on Amazon. I bought this a little over like a year and a half ago, and I was a little, like, is this gonna hold up? It's just from Amazon. It's not like a well-known brand. So I was a little concerned about the quality of it. But this has held up now for, I think I've taken it on at least, 4 or 5 international trips. and it's still in pretty good shape.
It's in great shape.
Yeah, so this is an ultralight foldable day pack. And I would take this literally on any backpacking trip that you're going on. And I will tell you why. So even when we're doing just like the hut to hut backpacking, at night when you go and you set your stuff in your room, and then you want to go hang out in the dining room or on the deck and look at the views and hang out with your friends, and you need something to put your stuff in. You don't have like a purse or something that you would have like in regular life. So what you're going to have is this little foldable backpack. You're going to take it out when you get to the refugio or the mountain hut, and you're going to put like your items in it, like your water bottle or sunscreen, just whatever. Even if you go on like a little day hike, you're going to want this as well. So this is just great. And then also, like, let's say you're going to a city first, like on our next trip to the AV1, we're going to stay in Cortina for a couple days. You're going to want to have your stuff when you're walking around town. So
Yeah.
this day pack is awesome. I link it for people who come on my trips. And so like most people who come on my trips have this same backpack in different colors, and everybody loves it. So get this backpack. You're welcome, Amazon.
Yeah, freaking Amazon. You're making them so much money. Like they beat us. All right. This one, that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it goes in your backpack.
Yeah, okay.
That was item number 4, foldable backpack.
Yeah, let's talk about the platypus. Guys, you need to bring a platypus when you travel. When you go hiking.
Don't leave home without your platypus.
Don't leave home without platypus. It's easy to forget because they're so small, and it's actually really cute. But you have to bring your platypus. And
this is what we're talking about.
This is it. This is what we're talking about. This is your platypus.
Platypus is the brand. It's the only brand I've ever had of these foldable water bottles. You can get them on Amazon or at REI.
Now, why is this cool as opposed to just a normal water bottle?
So this is great because my favorite thing about it is that it's so foldable. Like you can, if you fill this up, it will stand on its own. Like it has a flat bottom to it. So when it's full, it'll stand up on a table. So like at dinner time, if you're in a mountain hut and you want to have your water bottle with you, you fill up this bottle, because the things that we bring, the water vessels that we bring on our hikes are a camelback and this platypus. You can't sit at dinner and drink out of your camelback hose. You can, but it would be weird, and nobody wants to see that at dinner time.
And also, your camelback is most likely going to be in your backpack.
Yeah, it stays in your backpack. Yeah. So this is like kind of a funny looking water bottle, but after, let's say that you're like out and you're on a walking tour or something like that, and then you finish your bottle and you just fold that up and you can stick it literally in your pocket.
Yeah, I love this.
Mm-hmm. And these last for years.
And
I keep them for years.
Very thin, because I was even like, when they're half full or even 3/4 of the way full, I can take out all the water, so the water is like divvied out throughout the entire platypus, and still fit it in my back pocket. And not have to walk around holding a water bottle in your hand the entire trip. So these are cool.
It's about $10, $12 maybe.
It's a steal.
Lasts for several trips. I just dry it out when I get home, and yeah, they're great.
No platypuses were injured during the creation of this water bottle. Just want to make that clear with all the PETA,
Yeah, so that's item number 5.
Item number 5. All right. Item number 6. Okay. I want to talk about this because not many people talk about it. And in the hiking community, a lot of people talk about it because it's so common. But outside of the hiking community, nobody wants to talk about it because it's a little embarrassing.
Okay.
Right. So this might be silly, but Pepto-Bismol and what are these things called?
Dulcolax.
Dulcolax.
In Spanish.
Dulcolax.
Yeah, so this is our little kit, and you could also add something like Imodium on the opposite end, but these are for tummy issues, which happen often when you're traveling in another country. You might eat something, hunched over it. You might eat something that upsets your stomach, and in a pinch, These Pepto-Bismol tablets, again, very lightweight. I like that they're chewable. They're not, you don't have to bring like the liquid, which would be a lot heavier. So these are for upset stomach, and they're also anti-diarrheal. So this is, we don't want to really talk about diarrhea a lot, but it happens, and you want to be prepared. And these Pepto-Bismol tablets are literally such a game changer. I think I gave them to Enzo how many times in Colombia? Infinity times. Like, I had to buy more because he ate all my Pepto-Bismol.
It's because they eat so many meat sticks on the street, and sometimes, they're gonna get you. Mm-hmm. But worth it.
Yeah. So get the Pepto.
Okay, but the Dulcolax, I can't say that in English. Like
Dulcolax, I know, it makes more sense in Spanish.
Dulcolax. What is this one?
So this is a laxative. So another thing, the opposite thing that happens.
Hold on, I want to talk about this one. When you go to Colombia,
brace yourselves.
There is a lot of bread and a lot of cheese. And sometimes that combination in your stomach really just causes some traffic, there's
traffic jam.
It's a traffic jam. And I hate that. I feel like every time I travel, I have stomach issues because of you're introducing your body to new bacterias, and you're eating foods that maybe you don't typically eat, so your stomach is kind of in shock. So when you want to get things moving, this Dulcolax it's a game changer. It really is, because
any kind of really like a laxative that you can bring with you. These are really small, again, super lightweight, like everything that we travel with.
How intense are those though?
These are not super intense, but you should definitely like maybe take them at home for the first time, not like on the trail for the first time, so you know how you're going to react to something like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then the opposite of that.
Imodium would stop you up. Yeah. A lot of people brought that on our last trip as well, and that was really helpful for like, so you're on the trail and maybe you're experiencing, diarrhea.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to happen during the day when you're away from the bathroom. So take some Imodium as well, and that will help you. So that is number 6.
If you are producing river water, take Imodium. No one needs more river water.
Very dry. Yeah. Okay, what's number 7?
What's number 7? All right. Since we're on the topic of just
bathroom stuff,
let's talk about that one.
Okay. Yeah, this one will be quick because Enzo knows nothing about it, so just save your commentary. This is a Koola cloth.
I thought that was a taco holder.
This is a Koola cloth, and for ladies, this is an antimicrobial pee cloth. So this is for when you are in the woods and you have to go to the restroom, and maybe you don't want to use toilet paper or leaves or a rock, and you'd rather use this nice little Koola cloth.
Have you used the rock?
I have not, but some people do. So instead of using toilet paper and then having to take your toilet paper with you and carry that around for the rest of the day, you can use a Koola cloth. So yeah, it looks kind of like a taco. There's 2 snaps, so you can open it up like this. You use it to wipe after you pee only, and then you snap it back up. And then it has this snapper as well, so that you can attach this to the outside of your backpack. And then at night, when you get to your mountain hut or wherever you are, a river maybe, you're going to rinse this out, and you put a little bit of Dr. Bronner's soap on it to rinse it. And then it dries really quickly, and you're good. You've got this clean pee cloth that you get to use throughout the day.
We didn't add Dr. Bronner's into this list.
Yeah, it didn't make the cut. It could be a bonus item.
Bonus item.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bonus item because biodegradable.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait. I'll get it. Well, should we just add it as a bonus item now? Okay, bonus item.
Bonus item.
Bonus item. Dr. Bronner is the biodegradable soap that you can use as body wash. If I'm only traveling for a couple of days, I'll use it as shampoo as well. And it's great to have a little bottle of Dr. Bronner's with you when you just want to wash your hands. Like, I get the urge to we're different in this way.
Yeah.
I want to wash my hands
all the time.
and I want soap on my hands. So I use Dr. Bronner's to have a little bit of hand soap while I'm traveling. Small bottle,
This big.
maybe 3 ounces.
It's like the size of a
I guess it's
Purell.
a little heavy, but it's like one of the only toiletries that I bring. So, bonus item. All right, what's next?
Let's talk about the that one.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a Sea to Summit Thermalite fabric reactor. That's the name of it. This is a sleeping bag liner. Sea to Summit is the brand. I can't remember exactly how many degrees of warmth this adds, but what we're using this for is instead of bringing a sleeping bag, when we're staying indoors in these mountain lodges, we bring these sleeping bag liners. There's several different ones. I really like this Thermalite one. I think it's cozy, it's stretchy. Don't get a cheap one because the cheap ones, they're really uncomfortable. They're not breathable. So if you're going to get a sleeping bag liner, Sea to Summit is a great brand. And then also a lot of people like the silk ones. I've never had a silk one, but a lot of people love them. And this is something that I take on all of my hiking trips when we're sleeping inside at night. But to be honest, I don't use it all that often, but people on my trips who bring them love them.
Yeah.
So every trip, there's someone who's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I brought that sleeping bag liner because it just made me so cozy at night."
Laura used it a bunch.
Yeah, Laura used it a bunch. I think Debbie said something about it also. Oh, another shout out to Laura. Laura's the one who introduced me to the Koola cloth.
Yeah.
So thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
And so the sleeping bag liner is a great small item, much smaller and more lightweight than a sleeping bag. And when you're sleeping indoors, it's pretty much all you need. And this adds like, I don't know, 10 degrees of warmth or something.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's very cozy.
I hope we're describing things in a way that the listeners and not the viewers could get it. I think we are, but if you can't see it, the compartment is probably the size of a generous Chipotle burrito.
Yeah, it looks like a burrito.
Yeah, it does.
And it's a whole sleeping bag liner.
It's great. And it's also could be a good football. It'll look like a Nerf football.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about that.
Okay, this, friends, is a sitting pad.
A sitting pad. And let me describe this just for anybody that's not looking at it. It looks like a miniature
sleeping pad.
No.
Yoga mat.
Wait. What's the thing that you put to protect the sun from getting?
Oh yeah, the thing that you put in your windshield.
Yeah, windshield protector
to reflect the sun.
Yeah, whatever that's called.
It looks like a small one.
A miniature one, maybe the size of of 2 pieces of paper, and the density is kind of like
it's almost weightless.
Yeah, it's like a styrofoam, maybe like a soft styrofoam, and this one's really cool. This is new to us, right? On like a year.
Yeah. So this is number 9. This is our sitting pad.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, I would have, like, on any of my trips prior to 2022, when I got this, I would have been like, that's dumb. You don't need it.
Yeah.
But then we got these when we were in Chamonix, when we were getting ready to do the Tour de Mont Blanc, and we were in Decathlon, which is this amazing sports goods store that's way cheaper than REI. And it's a burn, and it's awesome. Their stuff is such high quality. And we saw these sitting pads and we were like, okay, let's try one of those. They weigh almost nothing. And then we used them every day.
Because when you're hiking and you take a break, you want to take a seat maybe. You don't want to sit on the rock. Like, your butt's going to hurt. And you don't want to sit on the floor because maybe your butt gets dirty. I mean, nobody cares, but like, it's still...
Sometimes it's really dusty, and then if you sit on that, like, your shorts are just going to be...
Dusty.
You
don't want a dusty butt.
Yeah.
Anyways, this, you just put it on the floor, put it on a rock, put it anywhere, and it just adds a layer of cushion that's, when you're that tired, goes a long way. It's
really comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
And then another pro tip is keep this on, like, the outside of your backpack so that you can grab it really easily. when there's like,
The
you
side
know, an
pockets,
urgent
right?
need to sit. Either the side pocket or the front. Like there's usually a pouch in the front of your backpack.
Is that the front or the back?
Front.
So the back is
On your back.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, we'll go over that. That's a whole episode in itself. But to keep this handy is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that you can grab it easily, or you can be like, hey, to a friend, grab my sit pad. I'm sitting.
I'm sitting.
Yeah. I've had enough of this. I'm sitting.
Had enough of this? That's a good one. Write it down, Decathlon. I'm giving you guys free money here. This is ridiculous. I need to get a marketing job. All right.
Last item.
Last but not least, number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, we just found this out.
Yeah. This is a tub of Vaseline. Miniature.
Miniature tub of Vaseline.
Yeah, this was a lifesaver. On our last trip to Colombia, I had people asking for this every morning. They'd be like, hey, can I get that Vaseline? Because what Vaseline helps with is one, chafing.
Yeah.
Like, let's say maybe your thighs are rubbing together, or like, I don't know, whatever's rubbing, you're going to put some Vaseline on it.
I use that because I got some thunder thighs.
Yeah.
And when I wear shorts, sometimes they ride up and my legs start chafing together, and I put this bad boy between my legs, and it just removes the friction.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really, really helpful.
And what most people were using it for is for anti-blister.
Yeah.
So there was also a couple times when I used it for anti-blister. If you feel your feet rubbing in any place, first off, you need to address it immediately.
Yeah, as soon as you feel a hot
If you're
spot.
like, oh, I've got this like weird rubbing between my toes, let me just go another mile and then I'll take my shoes off.
Yeah.
No, it's too late.
Yeah.
That rubbing creates a blister fast. So when you feel that rubbing, you're going to stop immediately, take your shoes off, put this Vaseline on it. This is really small, and it could truly change your trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it could make your experience so much better just by having this little tub of Vaseline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number 10.
Yeah, it's great. You put it, and it really reduces the
rubbing.
The chances of you getting a blister. And if you're hiking, multi-day hiking especially, and you get a blister, you're going to have a bad time. I might put a picture on the YouTube video of the blister that I got in Tour de Mont Blanc.
Yeah, we didn't have Vaseline then. It was not on my hiking list a couple of years ago. This is a new item.
That one's worth the wait.
Yeah, it's worth the wait.
Worth the wait. All right, we are...
That's all 10.
Oh my gosh, we're like at 25 minutes or something.
Great. I hope that you guys found this helpful. I hope that there's at least one or two things out of all these that you're like, oh, I had never thought about that, and I'm adding it.
Yeah. And this is, like I said, like we said in the beginning, are they necessary? No. Are they 100% helpful? Yes. So when next time you're going on a trip, on a hiking trip, or just a trip that you're going to do a lot of walking, just look at this video and don't forget anything. And that concludes our episode for the Travel Light Adventure Duo podcast. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.